back to Black Sabbath. What's up, guys? GeorgeTheCloud here. Welcome to the channel and welcome to my life. Big shout out to Brad. Thank you so much for the coffee and for requesting this song. It is War Pigs live in Paris, 1970, HD remastered. Okay, this is from the album Paranoid that came out in 1970. So this is that same year. And I've only done one other reaction to Black Sabbath. I did it a few weeks ago. It was Iron Man. So check that out if you guys are interested. I am starting my Black Sabbath journey, and I'm taking all the suggestions, the requests you guys may have. So I am here for it. Live at Olympia Bruno Quacritrix, Paris. It's hard to say. I don't speak French. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. If you'd like to support my music journey, please check out my Patreon over here. It helps a lot. Grab some popcorn, fill up your water, put your headphones on. Let's go.
We're going to number now called War Pigs. It's the number 5 new LP. Hope you like it. Thank you.
I have heard like part of the song. I think it was in the video game Guitar Hero when I used to play in the PlayStation 2.
We're going to number now called War Pigs. It's the number 5 new LP. Hope you like it. Thank you.
The headbanging.
never seen a priest appear. Sailors falling at his knees. He sends out your fire. Cast the priest into the fire. Place for all bad sinners. Watch them eating dead rats in the say where you go. To black masses people go. Oh Lord, yeah.
Is he singing into two microphones? That may be the first time I've ever seen someone do that. I mean, I don't think there's any need for that in today's world, but that's radical. Maybe he was doing it to produce that effect in his voice, like a double voice kind of thing. Man, I had never heard about this, using two microphones, I think. And probably to sound louder as well. Insane. What a performance. I mean, this is what it's all about. Leaving everything out. Wow. Man, this goes hard. First things first, we hit the like. I am subscribed to Black Sabbath, and I'll have a link of the original video down in the description below. So, first time seeing anybody using two microphones. Probably the first time hearing the full song. I remember, like, from when I heard it back then, that it did have like these long intervals of instrumentation, like the drums, the guitar, and there was so much like ruckus going on, right? Just bangs, sounds here and there. And so seeing the full piece, now it kind of makes more sense as, like, you know, a whole track. You know what I mean? You get to, you know, witness the introduction and kind of make your way through this journey of a song that, to me, it's about anti-war protest, right? Talking about politicians. What's the first line? It's like generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. That is so. I do remember that line from before. It's like it strikes so much vividly as imagery, and so right from the beginning you get a sense of like how it's gonna go in terms of the mood, and it feels dark. It feels almost like a funeral is going on, and man, just the fact that I really enjoy when bands take their time with the music. It's something that I've mentioned many times before. You don't see that often nowadays because they're like limited. So, you have to put out a 3-minute song, so therefore you have to base your structure on the time that you have. Here it's like it's free. There's no restrictions. There's no rules. Just do whatever. Do a verse, and then we go into this and that, and it's awesome to see that type of liberty that existed back in the day, and how they are so consumed by the music itself. I mean, look at this performance with the headbanging, with the whole attitude, and it's like the music was flowing through their bodies. That's insane. That's really crazy. War Pigs. I don't know if I looked this up last time. I forget. I have a bad memory, and I've been reacting to so many different people. But who inspired Black Sabbath? I do know that the Beatles had a big influence on Ozzy Osbourne. But I'm just thinking, like, if they invented heavy metal as we know it, like, who were the bands in 1970 or before that were even delivering sound close to this one? It wasn't like I'm trying to think. No, like there was who had like this aggressive sound, and I don't think. I mean, at some parts in the song, they actually reminded me a bit of Metallica. I think it was the drumming, but of course, Metallica was way later on, right? And I have to assume that they were inspired by Black Sabbath. So I'm just gonna look up War Pigs meaning here, so we get a more in-depth definition of the song. So it is a scathing anti-war protest song criticizing politicians and military leaders, the pigs who initiate conflicts for profit and power while forcing the working class to fight and die. Originally titled Walpurgis, okay, it frames warmongers as evil satanic figures. Hey, I agree. Was going on in the 1970s. It was going on centuries before that, and it's still going on today in 2026. I think that is just going to be a constant in human history. We can't get away from it. There's always going to be leaders that are thirsty for power, for more, and I think war helps them out. They're maybe satanic. They're evil. So the song makes sense to me. And it's so intense. You get such an intense vibe from it. And like I said, it makes me feel dark. I don't know what other words to use, but it's just like a very specific feeling when I listen to this song. All right, well, I think I've said enough here. Guys, if you have more suggestions, please comment down below. There's so much music that I have to get to. I'm in no rush. I'm going to be here for years and years, as long as I'm alive, I think. So please stay tuned, subscribe, and at the end, do a flip. Till the next.